Here we have a math problem. In the given equation x positive, xy positive, y equals to 76, we have to find the values of x and y where both x and y are positive integers such that x greater than y. Okay, let's solve this equation for x and y. Okay, actually it's a little tricky question because whenever I want to solve for two variables x and y, I must have two equations. But here I have only one equation which contains two unknowns x and y. Okay, let us see how to solve this tricky equation. Okay, in the first step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor y from these two terms because these two terms are divisible by y. So since these two terms are divisible by y, so because these two terms contain y, we can factor y out. So if I factor y out, so what I have left in the first term, I mean in this term xy. So for that, I have to divide this one by the one I factor out, that is I have to divide this one by y. Then this y will cancel out. I'll have x left in this term. Okay, so positive. What I have left in this term, I have to divide this one by the one I factor out. That is, I have to divide by y. Y divided by y will become 1. So I get 1 over here. Okay, even if I distribute this y to this one and this one, I must be getting the original stuff over there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is here we have x positive 1. So, but here I just have x. In case if I have x positive 1 over here, so in the next step, I can factor x positive 1. So I need positive 1 over here. So for that, I'm adding 1 to both sides. So this x positive 1 can be written as x positive 1, positive y times x positive 1. On the right side, 76 positive 1 will be 77. Okay, we can consider this whole x positive 1 as one term. Okay, now this term and this term. So these two terms have the common divisor x positive 1. So we can factor x positive 1 out. Okay, if I factor x positive 1 out, what I have left over here? So to know that, I have to divide this one by the one I factor out. That is, if I divide this one by x positive 1, this one will cancel out. I have just one left in the first term, positive. So to know what I have left in the second term, I have to divide this one by x positive 1. So this one will cancel out. I have left y in the second term equals to 77. Okay, the product of the two values x positive 1 and 1 positive y equals to 77. So let's find two factors for 77. Okay, so 77, it's a positive 77. So I can write 1 and 77 as two factors, otherwise 7 and 11. So otherwise I can write 77 and 1, but that's the same pair as 1 and 77. I don't think we have to write this pair of factors. Okay, so first initially we get two factors for 77, that is 1 and 77. So I can assume the value of this one is 1 and the value of this one is 77, then the product is equal to 77. Okay, so if I take x positive 1 equals to 1, that is I assume x positive is 1, x positive 1 is the value of x positive 1 is 1, the value of 1 positive y is 77. Okay, if x positive 1 equals to 1, what value do you get for x? I get x is equal to 0, but it cannot be accepted because according to the information we have in the question, both x and y are positive integers, but we get x is equal to 0. So we can avoid the first pair of factors we got for 77. Let's consider the second pair of factors with 7 and 11. So that is, I take the value of x positive 1 as 7, the value of 1 positive y as 11. So then we get 7 times 11 is 77. So if x positive 1 equals to 7, then I get x is equal to 6 and 1 positive y equals to 11, I get y equals to 10. So here both are positive integers, but the question says x has to be greater than y. But here the value of x 6 is less than y. So I think we can switch these two factors. Instead of taking 7 times 11, we can take it as 11 times 7. So 11 times 7 also results 77. So that is the value of x positive 1 is 11. The value of 1 positive y equals to 7. So to solve for x, I subtract 1 from both sides. I get x is equal to 10. And here I subtract 1 from both sides. Then I get y equals to 6. So both 10 and 6 are positive integers. And also the value of x 10 is greater than the value of y 6. So x is equal to 10 and y equals to 6.